Hi, I'm the Brick Pie, and today we're gonna expand Blaustein Castle for the very first time. So grab a drink of your liking, take a seat by the fire and enjoy. Here we have Blaustein Castle with the first expansion, the Castle Keep expansion. Same here like in every other video, we're gonna start with the facts. The Castle Keep extension is set ID 107089, €80 list price, and we've got 1687 pieces. Just to save us the space on the desk, we've got here as well the typical design features on the Bluebrixx special box, so we can get rid of that. I've also again weighed everything, the trees separately and the entire castle. The castle with the expansion stands at 5,322 gram now and has 6,937 pieces, but I believe the trees are included there because I did not count the pieces. Just took the piece count of the box. I know, sorry, I'm lazy. For the weight, we've got the 5,322 just for the castle with the expansion. The trees are separate and weigh 162 gram. So if you go for the entire set plus expansion with all the pieces, we're at 5,484 gram. Just to now again get the price relations there. This means we're at 4.04 cent per piece and 5.1 cent per gram, again for the entire thing. I'm not going to calculate it for every expansion separately, but I'll just add it up to the entire set count, because why would you get the expansion without having the set? So I think it's only relevant if even for the entire set included, with the entire set with the expansions included, but not without the base set. For the expansions, I'll always measure the entire castle, but the only thing that's changed here is the height. But again, I'll always do the full castle because that's the only way it really makes sense in my opinion. So you have the overview. That means the width of the entire thing is still about 38 centimeters. The depth is at about 32. The height now stands at 54 centimeters up to the top. Yeah. The castle keep is 9.5 in width and 9.5 in depth. That's it with the measurements. Now back to the trees. They got this neat little base, so you can put them somewhere separately. Please don't look at that one too critically, because I don't know how many times I've shattered that tree and I couldn't muster the motivation to rebuild it the way the instruction tells me to, so I just somehow put it together. That's why it looks a bit like this. The other one looks fine though, still the way it's supposed to look, but the castle keep did not stop for deforestation warnings. It just mowed down those trees and sat down there. Where do we continue? Just for you to have a look around. The entire thing is still modular, just to mention that. We'll have a look at that in a second. So we can take everything apart. One thing I did want to mention before I forget it, same as per usual, it's a Bluebrixx special. So no printed instruction, just the PDF one. The first, I think about 10 to 13 building steps, you're just dismantling things so you make space for the castle keep. The instruction tells you to just put those pieces aside. A couple of steps later, when you start building things, I suddenly wondered, why am I missing pieces here? And then it dawned on me that maybe it wants me to take pieces off of the pile of things that I dismantled. And in the end it was right. But the instruction never tells you to reuse those pieces. It just tells you to put them aside, but never that you'll use them or need them again. Like a slight warning or information in there would have been great, so you know you're allowed to recycle those and take them apart. That is the only thing I have to complain about. Apart from that, it's nice, it's fun to build. It's not really that repetitive, even though it is just that castle tower. The only thing that's a bit more repetitive in the end is the roof, but that one is not too large. And you build those 4 roof tiles or roof plates separately. The one opposite to each other are the same, and the other 2 are slightly different, but the base of that is always the same. It's just the roof tiles that are put in slightly different positions. The base from there, it's just put up here. Nothing too special. We have a small table down there. We have a bench. I knew that was going to happen. And we've got that small stool that is just built out of these 4 pins and the round plate. That's the top plate. Now for the rear view. First of all, even with everything there still and in position, you can still take off everything in here. So everything is still functional. The door in there is something we build or open up at the beginning. And we've got a door there that I'm going to show you in a second. So I'll just put that aside so we have a better view at the castle. This little corner in here is just so we can take off the living quarters and stuff like that. No, not the living quarters, the bedroom. So we can take that out better. Now to the keep. Because this one is not exactly modular like that, but you can take it out to have a look inside. First of all, that's the rear view, a rear side. And just to show you, that is solid brick built. There's no air inside there. That is just bricks by bricks by bricks put on top of each other. But I really like the way it's layered. Looks nice. And now we have the interior look. We've got a bed inside. We've got the ladders. And again, Oh, we've got a couple of shelves down there. I knew it. We've got like a well inside of there. Again, that I just broke. I mean, by now it's not a video from me without me breaking something on the set. But yeah, again, I don't know if you can see it, but you can move up and down the bucket in the well. That is most of that. The only thing we still have is that walk in front of there. I purposely don't really call it the Weir walk because we still have the Weir walk expansion. So this is just like the outside wall, wooden walk towards the castle keep. Also we have, if you can really see that, I can't tilt it anymore because I dropped the entire castle to the floor. Up there in the corner we have a small fire pit. That looks nice. But what I wanted to show to you is that we can open that up. And somehow I should be able to take it off. Yeah. That's just the roof. And then you have the door here that I just broke off, where you go inside to the main part. What I like the most about this part is that this is really built stable. It's not one of these outside parts where you just put things on like two small plates that overhang on the outside, and on that you fix the entire 50-piece wooden outside part. It's completely connected to the inner castle keep brick row. So that is very steady, very stable, and I like that. The only things you could rip off are the tiles on here, but yeah. So I think that is everything about the first expansion of that set. It's the smallest one by far. I think every other expansion has about 3 times the piece count of this one. But this one's impressive already because it extends the castle so much in height that it looks impressive as hell. It now doesn't fit into my shelves anymore and I have to put it on top. I'll keep you posted with the further expansions. I've still got one sitting down there in the corner waiting to be built, but I wanted to make a short video about every expansion to show you the progress of expanding the castle, because some people want to get expansions for that but don't have the room to get all 4 or 5 of them. So they think maybe, yeah, well, maybe I'll just get the first 1 or 2. So I want to give you the opportunity to have a look at the castle in every stage in which it could exist. I mean, conclusion, what's there to conclude? It's great, it's amazing, the castle is growing and I can't wait for it to grow even further. So all that's left to be said by me is bye on the Bluebrixx.